Hey, how's it going? Stanley Knife from Dead Kelly here. This is a video on our latest song, That Cricket Song. We're going to do a bit of a deep dive into how we create it, from the creative process right through to the technical aspects of mixing it and putting it together. So fuck yeah, enjoy.
Dumb goddamn shit, that's a little cricket bit. The kids are busting and fall apart. Fucking hypocrites, I don't even give a shit. Spinning soft and you feel innocently
Alright, this is kind of give you a little bit of an insight on how we created Dead Kelly's song, the creative process. Sometimes I'll just sit here and write heaps of riffs and just play with myself for a while. And sometimes Boris sends over a bunch of drum tracks for me to jam to. So yeah, there were some pretty crazy grooves in that lot of drum tracks that he sent. So I just had to mess around with them, send them back over to Boris, and Pinecone Throat had a bit of a listen to them as well. And we ended up pulling it all apart and putting it back together and creating a song structure for That Cricket Song. So I'll just give you a quick blast of some of the drum tracks that were sent over to me. Alright, it had this fucking sick groove in there that was the main riff in the verses that goes bum 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 bum. But what really made it amazing was these ghost notes on the snare that were just popping away. I'll just quickly blast you of the groove, and you'll hear it a bit, and then I'll solo out the snare so you can hear what's happening. Okay, that's the entire performance. So the snare, let's put some of these overheads on, ambience. So you can hear he's really just riding on the snare while the rest of the kit is just grooving away. Yeah, it sounds fucking awesome. Okay, part of that groove was that ties it all together is the kick. That's the fundamental rhythm of it. So I'll just solo that out. Alright, so we had that awesome rhythm going, bum, bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-dum, and I thought that's where the action is. The guitar needs to sit on that kick. So I thought initially I could make this super fucking awesome technical riff that goes, and I thought that could be fun, but it's just going to overcomplicate it because there's going to be vocals on this. So I ended up just sitting on a C and just went bum, 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 and I did the same thing on the bass. So check it out. This is the guitar. Then I doubled the bass up. The drums. So we'll just build it up and you'll see exactly how that rhythm came together. So guitars, bass, drums. That's it. Right, there was this other drum part in there that was just this fucking amazing gravity blast. Check it out. And I thought, what the fuck am I going to put on that? So I just thought, you know what, I'm just going to revert back to old school fucking 90s death metal, Cannibal Corpse style. The guitars for this. Pretty fucking straightforward. Same thing on the bass. When you join them all together, you end up with this. Right, this next little bit was super tech and fucking hard to play because it was so quick. Lots of stop and start, fucking Meshuggah style, bloody weird timings and stuff. But it sounds fucking amazing. So this is what we had. Sounds great. I thought, I don't want this to be just another fucking genty Meshuggah bloody rip-off song, so I stuck a pretty melody on top of it. And we ended up with this cool little interlude. So all together.
Wait, don't drop that on the ground, it just bumped the whole camera.
Sorry.
You watch it.
This next part, we wanted to start utilising the low chunkiness of the 8-string that we use. So I came up with this riff that climbed down this scale down into the, you know, low bloody ball shaking tones of the 8-string. This next bit is Pinecone had this awesome idea of the captain of the cricket team dressing down the team for playing like absolute garbage. So we had this awesome sort of melodic riff that would really contrast well with Captain Angry. The riff goes as such. That sounded great, and once we got vocals on top of it, it sounded even better, but we just wanted an extra little pretty element to it. So what could we do? Could I do this nice sort of singing guitar lick over the top of it or whatever? No, let's do a fucking piano. So I busted out the space piano. Sounds pretty fucking wicked. So yeah, we actually liked that space piano so much we chucked it on the end just as a little reprise of that awesome melody. So all together. That's it. The guitar tone I'm using on this recording, it's entirely digital. I plugged the guitar into our little interface and I'm using this cool plugin. And we wanted a real dirty modern sound. You know, in the past we've used you know, sort of hotted up rectifier tones, which sound amazing, and you can still get insane modern metal crunchy tones out of them. But I thought I'm just going to go a little bit step further and just go super modern and just go full digital, and it sounds fucking excellent. So yeah, this is the tone we came up with. Okay, so we've got this plugin by a certain manufacturer. What I've got this awesome overdrive simulation going into a compressor, then into a noise gate. And because I've got so much fucking gain and distortion happening, I've got a second noise gate to cut all that noise down when we stop playing. Then there's the amp sim. Got the gain on at about 9 o'clock. Bass about just past 12 o'clock. Middle just past 12 o'clock. The highs on 12 o'clock. And yeah, then we go into a speaker simulation. It's just a modern speaker sim. And a post EQ. We cut out all the frequencies at 30 hertz and then we boost them back at 30 hertz and we get that fucking wicked tight crunchy tone. So yeah, get the idea. The chorus, we wanted a massive chorus riff because it's got such an awesome vocal line to it as well. So we kept it fairly simple, not too over the top. It's just a big headbang and groove basically. Borry sent us over this cool drum track. Pretty straightforward. So I just doubled it up on the guitar. I think it's a low G with an octave above it, played as the highlight of the riff. So altogether it sounded like. Right, the next step, we've created the music bed, sounds fucking awesome. Now we've got to put some vocals on it. So the thinking behind this song, we called it That Cricket Song. What we wanted to do, or what Pinecone Throat wanted to do essentially, was to create a super aggressive song using cricket terminology and slang and all that sort of stuff. And he's a clever little bastard, he's a clever little fucking Aussie hobbit. And he came up with some fucking awesome shit. So the way we record it, we double track everything, and then occasionally we do these wide pan tracks to accentuate certain lyrics and lines. So I'll chuck the intro, the first verse vocal track on, and you'll see what I mean. Then I'll just pull it apart so you can see how we built it up. Right, so it goes like this.
Dumb goddamn shit, this is a cricket pitch, this is a bust and you fall apart! Fuck!
Okay. We have one track.
Dumb goddamn shit!
And then we have a slightly quieter track.
Dumb goddamn shit!
Join them together.
Dumb goddamn shit!
And it sounds nice and thick. And it really helps it cut through in the mix. Okay, so we got a couple of pan tracks there on this line, just to accentuate a couple of lines, and it's dumb cunt and cricket pitch.
Dumb cunt! Cricket pitch!
Yeah. Okay, so this next part, we put these pan tracks on it, and the word was cunt. So we just had to accentuate the word cunt.
Cunt! 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 Cunt!
Cunt, 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 cunt. So all together.
And you filled in a silly man off your fucking head, cunt! Bouncer in your head, cunt! Put you in the shed, cunt! Kelly in your dead, cunt! Go born vomiting!
Alright, so all together.
And you filled in a silly man off your fucking head, cunt! Bouncer in your head, cunt! Put you in the shed, cunt! Kelly in your dead, cunt! Go born vomiting!
Pinecone has quite a versatile voice. He can come up with all sorts of different tones, especially for someone who's got a pinecone stuck in their throat. He was doing, obviously you just heard some really Aussie ochre yelling, and then he comes in and does his own sort of death metal grindy vocal. Joined in with the music. Fuck yeah. So yeah, onto the chorus. Because we had such a cool sort of riff and groove going for the chorus, Pinecone came up with this great line called The Great Southern Divide. And the lyrics surrounding that, we just kept fairly fairly loose and lots of air in between. We didn't want to busy it up too much because the whole thing just grooves so hard and has so much power in it. Yeah, I think it worked really well. Let's have a listen to the vocals by itself.
We're here to fucking lie! The bullshit gets left down inside! You're nicked and caught behind! It's the great Southern Divide!
The chorus with all the music sounds fucking awesome. This is the part where the cricket captain starts ripping into the team for being shit. So Pinecone came up with this cool sort of almost cartoony voice of the captain, but we wanted it to kind of sound a bit like those old Don Bradman kind of songs. So what he did is he recorded it and just blocked his nose, and it sounded fucking cool.
Righto, you bunch of cunts, come in close. I got something to say.
Alright, so this next bit, we wanted to create this really cool frostbitten black metal sound. Pinecone went up to Norway for a while and came back and came up with this fucking awesome black metal. He just pulled it out and it just sounded fucking hectic. So, this is it.
You lazy fucks! We've been drinking this for too much!
Sounds fucking amazing. I put a huge reverb on it so it sounds like you're singing amongst the mountains. Pinecone decided to do a low down sort of guttural sort of kind of vocal just to thicken it up.
You lazy fucks! We've been drinking this for too much!
So here they are together.
You lazy fucks! We've been drinking this for too much! You come local, can catch the ball! You better win, or you're out the door!
Right, this next bit is a part that Pinecone Throat came up with to just dress up the black metal part with some clean tone singing. Sounds bloody amazing. It's got all these cool harmonies all layered on top of each other. Almost sounds like a part out of a Queen song. And it's just, Pinecone just wanted to hark back to the time when he was in an all-female sort of girl pop group in a K-pop band. This is the main vocal line.
You useless wankers! You lazy bags of shit!
Then we did like a fourth down.
You useless wankers! You lazy bags of shit! You
Here's a high harmony. I think it's a third up from the original one.
useless wankers! You lazy bags of shit!
And then we did a final one.
You useless wankers!
That's the third. The other one was a fifth.
You useless wankers! You lazy bags of shit!
So when we join them all together, we end up with this.
You useless wankers! You lazy bags of shit! You useless wankers! You lazy bags of shit!
Fuck yeah. This next part is one of the verses, but we changed the rhythm up in the second part of it. music-wise, because Pinecone Throat had this awesome groove going with the vocal line. We synced the music with the vocal rhythm. The vocal rhythm being...
Daytime bullshit, you're a fucking fool, dog. You need a thing, man, cause you're going for four. Hits the box hard and it shatters your tin. Here's the Yorker, can't shatter your shin. Fill up the...
That hits the box hard and it shatters your tins. We sync that up. All together.
Daytime bullshit, you're a fucking fool, dog. You need a thing, man, cause you're going for four. Hits the box hard and it shatters your tin. Here's the Yorker, can't shatter your shin. Fill up the...
Righto, so there you go, a bit of an insight on how we create a song, that one in particular. Thanks for all the support, guys, over the years. It's fucking incredible. There's a lot of new stuff coming soon, and yeah, keep your ears to the ground. Fuck yeah. Cheers, cunt.
Oh, where are you?
Oh.